Hello and welcome to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga for Everyone, the slow and short series. I'm Carol. I'm glad you've joined us today. In this series, we'll move our bodies a little more slowly and the classes will be a little shorter. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. Don't forget it's free and we'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment. In today's practice, we'll explore poses to reset for the new year. We'll reset our body and mind and breathe into the new year, getting ready for all of its possibilities. You only need a chair for today's class, and let's get started. We're going to take a moment to feel both of our feet on the floor. And then I want you to feel your sits bones on the chair. We're going to connect to our breath and just breathe normally, feeling your natural inhalation and exhalation. Now, if it's okay for you, you're going to either close your eyes or just simply soften, meaning looking down at your lap. Let's just breathe a couple more inhalations and exhalations. Go ahead and bring your hands to your heart and set your intentions for today's practice. Bring your hands back down to your thighs and look up. And we're going to do shoulder shrugs. We'll take our shoulders, shrug them up into our ears, then just let them fall. Let's do that again. Shrug those shoulders up into the ears, let them fall. One more time. And release. Excellent. Let's let our right ear fall towards our right shoulder. Just feeling a little stretch there in that neck. Do you feel it? All right, let's bring our head up and let's just go to the other side. Just a little neck stretch, and up we go. Next, we will move into a cat pose and a cow pose. So the first thing we're going to do is lift up through the chest, okay? So your sternum lifts up. Now when that happens, do you feel your belly engage? You should feel those abdominal muscles begin to engage. Let's take our arms, we're going to open wide, take your thumbs to the back wall. So it's an openness through the chest. Do you feel that? That's a cow pose, a version of cow pose. Next, we're going to move into cat pose. We'll bring our hands around, put your hands on your thighs, tuck your chin, look at your lap. And that's a cat pose. Let's come back to cow again. And then we're going to move into cat, rounding your spine, tucking your chin, looking down at your lap. We're going to do that one final time. Open up into cow. Inhale here if you want to add the breath. And exhale into cat. One more breath. And then up we go. Very, very good. Let's grab a sip of water. We're going to move into a warrior two pose. we'll take our right knee and we'll open it and then extend our arms out. All right, so here we are in a beautiful warrior two. Notice that my shoulders are down out of my ears. My arms are extended out. Squeeze the muscles against the bones in the arms. So we're activating those muscles in those arms. Beautiful. All right. One more breath here. Let's just bring our arms down. Take just a moment. Okay, so we're going to come back to warrior two arms. Now, this hand, the right hand, we're going to flip the palm to the ceiling, and we're going to bring that hand up towards the ceiling. Put your other hand on the chair for support, and then reverse your warrior. So you're just looking up and extending that arm over your head. Do you feel the stretch in the side? I do. Let's come back to that warrior two. Now, this same hand, we're going to place the fleshy part of that arm on the leg. The palm is facing up. This hand, let's put on our waist and lift our heart. There's a side angle pose. If you want a little bit more, we're going to extend this arm out, just if it feels okay. If you want to stay here, that's fine. If you want to be here, that's good. The final add-on is bringing that arm over our head. You see what I'm doing there? That's an extended side angle pose. Are you feeling this side stretching? I am too. All right, are we ready? We're going to press back to that warrior two. Squeeze the arms. One more breath. And down we go. Let's bring that knee in. Whew. Take a little break. How's that feel? We're going to do that whole thing on the other side. Okay? We got it? Let's do it. Open it up nice and wide first. Bring those arms into that side angle pose. Side angle pose. This is warrior two, Carol. All right, are we ready? We're going to flip that front palm up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to reverse our warrior up and back. Notice how I've put this hand on the chair to give me some support. We're going to come back to warrior two. Are we ready for side angle pose? We can do it. Let's place this hand on the leg, palm facing up. Let's take this hand and put it on our waist and lift up through that heart. Beautiful. If you want the add-on, we'll extend this arm out. Then the final add-on will bring our arm over our head for an extended side angle pose. Let's come back to that warrior two and release. Let's bring that knee forward and take just a moment. How does that feel? Are you doing okay? I know. So warrior poses are strength building poses. So we're working on building some strength into the legs and the upper body. Okay. The next pose is eagle pose. And what I want you to do is leave your right leg where it is. Don't move it in. Leave it right where it is. Take your other ankle and cross so that you're ankle to ankle. Now I'm going to cross wrist to wrist. And I'm going to turn and I'm going to look to the right. I'm going to face center. And I'm going to look to the left. And face center. Bring your hands down and uncross your legs. And we're going to go to the other side. So let's take that other ankle and cross it over. Did you notice I didn't move this foot in, right? You want to leave this leg out, cross at the ankle, and then we're going to make an X with those wrists. Cross wrist to wrist. Okay, we're going to turn and look to the left. We're going to come back center. And we're going to turn and look to the right. And we're going to come back center. And let's release the hands and release those legs. Very, very good. And grab a sip of water. We're going to do some elbow circles. Place your fingertips on your shoulders. Inhale and send those elbows up and forward. See if you can bring them together so that they kiss each other. Now we're going to take those elbows up towards the ceiling. So you should feel a nice stretch, right? You feel that? Yeah. All right, now bring your elbows back behind. It's like you're pinching a pencil between your shoulder blades. And then you're going to let your elbows fall to the floor. So this is just like feeling the weight of the elbows onto the tops of those shoulders. Do you feel that? Let's nod our head yes. Shake our head no. And nod our head yes. All right, let's go ahead and release that. Just take a moment. And then we're going to reverse it. Okay? All right, here we go. Let's place those hands right on those elbows. Now we're going to bring them back. Let's squeeze those shoulder blades behind you. And take them up towards the ceiling. Then you're going to bring them forward and try to touch them together. Don't worry if the elbows don't touch. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Just give that a go, right? And then let those elbows fall down. You're holding on to the shoulders. Let's nod our head yes. And shake our head no. And nod our head yes. Can we do that one more time in each direction? Let's do it. Up we go. Touch them together. Elbows to the ceiling. Bring them out to the side. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Down they go. And reverse it. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind. Up they go to the ceiling. Forward. Touch. And down. Let's do one more nod. Head nod yes. And head shake no. And release. How'd that feel, right? Kind of good there on the shoulders. Okay, so now we'll do staff pose. And this looks like a very, very simple pose, and it is simple, but you can make as much out of it as you want. So as we sit, we call this grounding our sits bones to the chair. So we did this at the beginning too. So feeling your weight equally weighted on the chair. Place your hands under your arms and lift up through the chest. The crown of the head is towards the ceiling. So your belly is tight, you're lifting up. Now, you're going to let go with your hands. Try to maintain that lifted sensation. Place your hands on the chair, maintaining that extended lift. Do you feel that? One more breath and release. Ooh, how did that feel? Can we do that again? I like it. Let's do it again. All right, so grounding our sits bones. Let's place those hands under our arms. Lift, belly tight, crown of the head to the ceiling. Let's place those fingertips on the chair, maintaining that lifted sternum, working it, and release. See what I mean? You can get as much out of that particular pose as you want, or you can just kind of hang out. Either is doable, but preferable to maintain that lifted sternum. So now we're going to do a little bit of a twist here. So it's super gentle. It should be okay on your back. We're just going to take our hand and we're going to place it on the opposite knee. The other hand is going to come back to our chair, and we're going to lengthen nice and long through the spine. Pull that shoulder back, turn and look. One more breath, and we're going to face forward. We'll do that on the other side, and then we're going to repeat it, okay? So this hand is going to come to the outside of that opposite knee. Other hand is back by the chair, on the seat of the chair, if that, extending through the spine. Bring this shoulder back, then turn and look over that shoulder. One more breath and release. You can keep doing that version if you wish. If you want a little bit more, I'm going to cross my leg over. So my left leg is on top of my right. My left hand is going to come to the outside of that leg. The other hand is back on the chair behind me. Lengthen through the spine. Now I'm going to pull my shoulder back and I'm going to turn and look, but at the same time I'm going to press against this leg. So I've got a little more of a stretch as I twist. Let's release, undo your legs, and then we're going to cross the other way. This hand is on the outside of that knee. Other hand is back on the chair behind you. Lengthen through the spine. Pull that shoulder back. Turn and look. And if you want to press gently with your hand against the leg, you might feel a little more twist, only if it feels okay for you. And release. Let's go ahead and undo our legs. Sit back in your chair. You can lean back if you wish. Place your hands on your thighs. Flip your palms up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes or soften your eyes and breathe.
How can this be good? How can this be good? How can it be helpful to you, to others? What can you learn from this? In what ways can you become stronger because of it? Categorizing anything as all good or all bad is almost always an oversimplification. Ask yourself instead, what would or what does make it good? What can you do that will make it more positive than negative? What is the potential value in this, and how can you bring it to life? Every reality is what it is, yet what you do with reality and what comes about as a result of that is largely up to you. How can this be good? And what are you doing to make it so?
Let's take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Go ahead and open your eyes. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Drop your chin towards your chest. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. And drop your chin towards your chest. Go ahead and look to the front of the room. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. I really appreciate it. Give me a comment. I would love to hear from you. And I will see you next time.